Thank you, Bafetu. Welcome to another episode right here on Podcast with Masingita. And Bafetu, you know how we do this. Kola machita, peta machita Bafetu konini nezwa kazi yakhala ivule weekend. So qaleleke ziyakhala ke manje ngiphetha machita. And welcome Mr. Khumalo sir. Siyabonga Bafetu, thank you so much for joining us. First of all, Bafetu, thank you so much for your support. Subscribers currently on 545, and it's all because of you guys and nothing much. It's not a miracle, but it's because of you. And Bafetu, niyazingena machita, khona machita. I see there's a guest today, Thabo aka Mr. Khumalo. Bafetu, over to you.
Usakhuluma ke saphezu kwendaba yepopularity emshadweni.
Hey, now bangifaka phansi kwebhasi. No. Sikhuluma ngomshado. So my question is, I wanted to understand ukuthi do we sometimes emshadweni make ama decisions or senze communication based ukuthi sifuna ukuba popular na rather than ukuthi yazini sibheke situation ukuthi njani. The best way enga-explain ngayo ukuthi when it comes to abantwaneni ngoba uyabazala labantwana labo ukuthi bayakuthanda or abakuthandi, you make the decision based on ukuthi it's in their best interest. If umntana wakho azoza kuwe athi baba ngifike ephathini yesonto, wena you know the dangers of going to that place, uzomtshela ukuthi awuyi lapho ukuthi uyakhala wenzani, lokho angeke uzokusheke because of you've taken the decision based on ku-interest yakhe. Do we practice lokho na emshadweni wethu or sifuna njalo emshadweni hlezi sizibona ukuthi sisebuhleni and it's harmonious? I think nami mistake nami yami bengiyenza emshadweni wami ukuthi I failed to make ama drastical decisions whereby that made me unpopular. So are we practicing umshado wethu based on ukuthi sifuna ukuba popular na kuyo?
Angithi it might stem from le ndaba le ukuthi how we feel abo baba bethu going up. Uyazi ukuthi ubalekela kuba letho into njalo. Angithi some family setups ubaba ibhubezi, and it was made or presented in a negative light. Ubaba vele ibhubezi ngoba ufuna i-order. Letho into njalo. Awukhona ukwenza into eziphume endleleni phambi kobaba, kodwa uyakhona ukwenza into eziphume endleleni phambi kobaba. Uma uzenzani yabona into ezinjalo kufana lento lokufihla isisu, yabona umama sofihla isisu nobani nosisi until izishaya ubaba ukuthi uyubaba manje semela anayikelele ingane le esiyizithole. Beni uyazi ukuthi ubaba ngiyayibeke kudala ukuthi ungazwani nomuntu soso, ungaloku ugijimisa abafana owagijimisa abafana bazokuphekisa waqeda ukuphekisa kuzoba responsibility yokuthi ukhulise le ngane. So angazi ukuthi uDikela ngifaka la.
No, we haven't been following the right practice. I must be honest. We are in this predicament today of many divorces, of many weak men, marriages, where you find a man is being told what to do, where you find that a man can't even voice, can't even reason. Men are becoming zombies because we haven't been following that. We have this thing about approval junkie. We are in it for the pat on the back. No, we are good. See, senzing ngathi lento lena yiyo le popularity contest ukuthi we're going to be rewarded or awarded for us being people who are agreeing to everything noma ingekho right. Kahle kahle indoda yiyo kwazi ucalculate ama risks kahle better than umuntu wesifazane. But even that we don't do that. We don't apply what we need to be applying. We are second wives, we are second mothers, teen as men. Most men don't even put their foot down. Ukuthi mangithele into mayingayenzakala ngiyazi ukuthi why. Ukuthi ubani is not happy about it, I don't care.
Explanation.
We explain ourselves. We want to be loved more than ukuthandwa kwasekuqaleni. Umuntu uqomile sekakhona uvumile ukuthi umshade mara still angazi lento sifuna ukuthandwa more. We agree to anything and everything. That is why sikule predicament esikuyo today. Kunabo khona lamajita, kunamadoda azibulalayo, kunamadoda abalekile emshadweni, kunama deadbeats angithi laba washo ukuthi ama deadbeat because they wanted to be popular. Bangenile kubomashonisa abantu ngokufuna ukuba popular. namhlanje sifuna amavuso because sithanda ukuba popular. Sithengiswa ama-estropers because we want to be popular. So I think we need to start sibuye sizoqala sikhulume le conversation from the point yokuthi how do we decipher the issue yokuba ama-approval junkie? How do we move? I think ungazama ukuyilentuzana. Sikhuluma ama-solutions manje.
Before sifike kuma-solutions, asiqaleni lana. When do you start showing your true colors in relationship? When do you start nisajola usamshela or masenishadile? Because khona abanye nje ugcine nje since as introducer ukuthi yena Mr. Nice Guy, so kuze washadwa abayazi true colors yakhe. When I think last ilahla khona uqala nini ukuzibonisa ukuthi yazini mina ngihambiselani nento so mina ngumuntu so le ndaba yokuphuma ema-restaurant angiyithandi ngithanda uma uhlezi endlini upheka uqala ukuyiveza nini usamshela nisajola noma senishadile because now uqala ukuvela manje sebathi angisakwazi manje masuqala senishadile yabo so the question becomes you've changed yabo so siqala nini ukuyiveza ngisamshela ngimtshele manje ukuthi yazini mina ngisumuntu wama-restaurant ngisamshela yabahlenazi nje masisuka
angithi thina we've always been saying that yabona uNkulunkulu beyangabhonyelwanga makathi husbands love your wife athi wives respect yabona into ezinjalo when it comes to respect emotions aside yabona into ezinjalo and then futhi thina futhi coming to your question ukuthi when do you start to introduce yourself from the word go. We've been introduced to the concept of falling in love instead of walking into love. Look at how royal families are initiating relationships. It's not out of emotions. Yeah, but the person is told from the get-go. But it is functionality. We are operating from a position it is functionality. We are trying to fix it is functionality and communicate to families and so forth. There is no indoctrination, which is colonization, that we need to receive. Thina sakho. Sikhuliswe amadoda, sidodiswa amadoda. Manje sikhuliswa yini? Sikhuliswa ifebe, sikhuliswa futhi sikhuliswa abantu ukuthi basasuffer from the very same thing being approval junkies. Yabona? Uzokhuliswa kanjani? Akubonise kahle ukuthi umfana masofike kulesigaba so. Ekhaya senza become sober ne-erection yawa. If you come from a family wherein bakufundise kahle bathi no chief thina ila siyakhona esukile mawubheka yabona yebo usazodla udle but mawubheka ngicela ubheke so ungabheka uvukele mawungena kule relationship nalo muntu umtshela ukuthi mina ngifuna umuntu osona so yabona ungayozithola so yebo impi yokuguqa ngamadoda yabona no but having not told her ukuthi this is what we are doing thina as a family I want you for this yabona mamtshene lokho mamtshene ukuthi I want you because I want to have sex with you. No, I want you because this is the role that you are going to play. I've been seeing you playing it in our relationship, but maybe call from the get-go mawazo nomuntu ohlangana naye umuntu ofuna ukuthi umlethe ekhaya.
Right, but then the question becomes that what in old ancient time and in our tradition of course so through that process usamshela and which means you are presenting a different you. So I cannot come across ukuthi sengiyavela ngimtshela ukuthi yazi mina ngihluphekile anginalutho. We understand. So at some point I need to play the fishing game, of course. Yabo. Mama sengiyibambile le nhlazi le. Do I continue lokubhizi ngiyidlisa amawem up until ke izibona ukuthi izibonelo ukuthi hayi lo muntu lona banganawo amawem nje bangangishashaya. Hence I'm trying to understand when do I start breaking my true me? Because mangisamshela I study pattern yakhe, I look at the movement yakhe, I look at how to reason kanjani. I then try ukuthi yazini ukuze abheke ngapha ngizaligna ne pattern yakhe. Yabo. So only then njengebhubesi sekala sekuqala manje ngizoqala ngiveza amazipho ukuthi le njengoba nje ngikukhiphile ese-restaurant ngisakushela actually ayikho yabo leyo ukuthi sizohamba ama-vacation njalo actually mina nje ngomuntu vele othanda nje ukuthi ngo-December siziyele ekhaya yabona sihlale nje ekhaya le ama-vacation ayikho yabo so we end up because of i-fear yokuthi umshado wami sozoba njalo ngizomluza lo muntu lona usukule trap lena manje usufuna uba popular usumjwayezile usamshela ukuthi wena umuntu wamaflower njalo uza namaflower yabo now isiyakhama manje yabo awusakhona ukuza nawo ke yena ke hold accountable ukuthi sisaqala ungiqale ngamaflower
kusho ukuthi naye akakuthandi mayingabe uzofuna ukuthi lokuqhubeka
yazi mina mangise ngibhekisisa kahle iphutha elikhulu is that ku-presentation yakho emntwini wesifazane makuthiwa into ngishelo ngamanga bekungathiwa mawufike uyibike ungasho ukuthi ngukhumalo ubuye esimeni esikanjena yabo kwakuthiwa iyenzele lokhu ekuthandayo ukuthi uyihehe now la uqala khona ukukhuluma iqiniso ukuthi now that she has given you attention, tell or show your woman who the real you is. And also ukuhlalisa intombi emshadweni, you have to understand the character yomuntu wesifazane ukuthi iyini. In general, before uzothi umfazi wakho yena unjani, in general, what do women do that is common as women? Yeah, you understand. Here's the ngifuna ukuza lapho. Okay. So once you understand the character of umuntu wesifazane, you will know the role yomuntu wesifazane empilweni yakho. Once you understand your character as a man, you will know the role ekufanele uyidlale empilweni yakho. We have a huge problem now. Men are marrying for that popularity issue. Akusena madoda afuna ukukhulisa imizi. We had that topic for almost 2 weeks. We khona la machita sikhuluma ndoda khuluma mfazi. I kept on saying, if uchukhulisa umuzi kababa, umuva kanjani umuviso umuntu lo kufanele azokhulisa umuzi kababa ukhona kanjani ukutshela wena ukuthi move out here, we need to go and stay somewhere. That makes me feel and understand with you as a man. You don't understand yourself, you don't know your character, you don't know your role. So inkulumo yakho once somhehile umuntu wesifazane fanele umtshele lento ozaziyo ukuthi uyiyo. Yeah, then you won't even have to tell your woman ukuthi angisumuntu wamaflower. If umtshele lento ekufanele azwe ofuna azoyiyenza nalento yiyo. You understand? Abantu besifazane bathola ama-blurry lines because asikhulumi lento esiyiyo. Yangithola sikhuluma lento le abafuna sibe yiyo. And ekubeni wena fanele ukhuluma iqiniso ukuthi la ngifuna uzokhulisa umuzi kababa, ngikuthatha kanje, ngifuna lekhaya leli liqine. Ingakho esiXhoseni unkosikazi mawumthatha uphiwa igama. Lelo gama kuya ngokuthi wena ubaba, wena umfana umshadile, uyini la ekhaya. Yabona? If ulethi life ekhaya unobomi, bazothi ngunobomi ngoba fanele azosupporta ubomi obubuzisa apha ekhaya. You understand? All of those things zenzelwe ukuthi wena uyini umfazi akazosupporta yona. Now umfazi uzosupportana akazi manje. Ungenile akazi. Today we are rapper lapha estudio. Kusasa usepick and pay. Usupportana.
To come to that, if you get to that again, angithi asikhulumi ngama-theory nama-concepts, asiletheni nakithi la. Mina when mabe ngihlangana nomameli ne umngami mangisamshela singakalali ngamthatha ngamisa kugogo wavela ayibona
Madana.
because she was
ubalekela i-rent wehlisiwe ngibalekela i-rent
bayikhatha vele maseke
Uzangiphinde ukhokhe irent.
Akuphinda
Ukhokhe i-cross.
yeah siyabona umntana ethu ujabulile nani yeah but ngamisa ekhaya yabona ngisafuna ukugcizelela kule ndaba lokuthi ungakhethi ubhonyile yabona ugijimise lokho sikhona leso stage la undlula kulezo zinto ezinjalo usasheka umhe but owami ngamletha ekhaya ngithi angimisanga le la ngilungise khona nana ngamisa la kugogo kunjalo uyabona because kusemsami wami lapho yabona ngifuna ukumbonisa ukuthi ngibuya this is my situation, this is what I'm going through nan yabona yathi maka accepta i-proposal yami yabona u-accept ayazi ukuthi this is my responsibility to the entire family, hence nanoma ngiceda ukukhipha inkomo igama bamupha lona bathi mamela yabona angithi ukhulumile uDikela bathi they give a name on the basis of the responsibility of the husband yabona in actual fact my mom was saying to her kikupa umamele family kupa umamele nthongule ngu etsalang mo family e. And of course our relationship, our marriage has been tested yabona so that they can test or give birth to that name yeah na eventually usazoyifunda lento ukuthi nami kumele ngikahle that's why abangiphile lo gama lelo.
But do we understand? Do we really understand? Because I'm glad Mr. is asking this.
Yes.
These two questions. Do we really? Because to me, when you're asking this question, these questions that you're asking, what comes to mind is that do we really understand who we are before we even get people involved, influence it?
Not entirely.
To my answer and ngizoyi-answer ngiphinde ngifake nombuzo ngaphakathi. Hence iswa ngithi indaba asiyiqale ekusheleni yabo before isizohluma emshadweni because everything vele iqala la usashare yabo. Remember now the person omshelayo awukwewayo yabo niyacompete and baningi niyacompete yabo. So hence ni-compete kaso okay, obviously you get your strong point. You try to show your strongest point ever, and also telenyana nefalfutu ukuthi sondele inyamazana yabo. And now reason being ukukhumbule futhi nabantu esesibashela manje akaqala ukushela ukade shela yabona kade ejola. So now una expectation yabo, which means uzowa projector in a process lo umshela ngayo kuwo yabo. So mawumshelile umuntu uthi hayi no there's something nemoto ngizokhona ukukulanda. It's a point for it. Yabo.
Of course.
Yes. So what if vele wena awusumuntu vele uthanda ukudrive uthanda ukuyidlalela endlini awusumuntu vele uthanda ukuphupha yabo. So it becomes an issue now umuntu uthi actually the time ngitshela ngento ukuthi in an actual fact ayikusi mina ngifuna nje ukukusondeza so that you can truly understand me yabo. So through the process leyo usamshela what I'm trying to understand is when do you break yourself manje ukutshela ukuthi lena ngiyikhulumile ukuthi hayi amaflower ngizozala kodwa uqinisweni akusiyimi umuntu abazala naleyo ukuthi hayi ngiyabheja ngishilo ukuthi hayi ngizokunakekela. But in actual fact mina wami umbheja ukuthi njengoba ngithenga i-gross angavala lana izinto ezi-essential yikho ukubheja kwami ukuthi ngizokupha nje imali uyilontuza abangani bakho. It's not actually me bengikupha ngoba ngikujabulisa at that time yabo. Now we get caught here in that popularity context naleyo trap leyo ukuthi son I remember ukuthi the time ngimshela bekashelwa abantu abaningi and now ukhethe mina out of kubo bonke labantu laba.
Okay.
So now when do I break out? If I break out, what if uyangishiya? What if nana? Do I still maintain the character le enguyo yokuthi yazi ahlale alotizeni? Only when now you are drowning so you keep your frustration. So quite
Indaba yokuqala when wazi ukuthi uhleli ngengudla endlini uhleli uthukile.
yes.
Mawuhleli ngento ekungafanelanga ekungaseyakho uhleli uthukile madala. So no cherry Now so ze phela i-mail le ukuze uzithola ungathukanga.
Umconverter nini uba i-maid? I-conversion iba nini?
La niqala nijola khona wena mawusunemizwa thizini. Kula mawusuyobeka imizwa yakho ukuthi sengifuna manje uthatha isikhiya ungazizela. Inkulumo yakho iqala la. Umamela ke nasengifuna lana. Ene mina kahle kahle.
Angithandi mawugqoke.
Ngibongosi wakamqwathi. Ene mabanguleni sikahle. You understand? Now email yakho mawukhulume uchera yakho mawukhulume naye kanjani? Uyazikhethela. Ungamkhethisi ngamanga ukuthi sisayiqhubha la siyiqhubha khona. Ngoba i-GBV iqala la. Ukuzibulala kwamadoda kuqala la. Ngoba ngikutshela namhlanje angeke mister uzibulala if uyakwazi ukutshela umfazi wakho ukuthi anginamali. Angeke nazi.
But in a natural fact it happens.
Yenzeka.
Awakaphumi namanje.
Into engiyakuyo ukuthi engitshela yona manje ukuthi it brings me to this question ukuthi do we really understand ourselves? Do we really know what we want as men? Do we have the identity? Do we even pursue in looking for our identity? I need to identify who am I as a woman? So that the media may as support that. See, touching media is tagging because tagging. You understand?
If you're baluza.
Yeah. If you're a baluza, it's collecting when I only town identity. Uchontile man. Uchontile man. Nayi lengudla sayila.
Ushayistile.
Yeah, uchontile nayi lengudla manje. Iyakuthusa manje seyi1 manje akusena awuthi omthatha kunkulu. Nayi lengudla le. Now it becomes a huge problem.
Ufuna ukuyi-convert yenza i-maid.
So to convert, uyenza i-maid. And now you cannot convert this person ungazange uthuke. Uyamconverta then uyathuka ngoba now esana ngithe kulo muntu ngiso. Then you drown. Man, even weddings, the weddings zinama loan because of that.
100%.
Zinama loan, weddings have loans because uhleli nengudla yini. Le ngudla ithi ungithathile aesthetics. Vesa phela uthi ngikhona. And manje manje uyimboze le ngudla. What uyimboze le ngudla ukuthi le ngudla le mina bangayiboni phela. Kodwa uyimboze kani ngelo. Capitec. People will tell you Capitec. Now from Lenyanga le. Next week khona machita zobashata. I'm telling you now.
24
yeah, when out SAE le 30 loan Monday baya approve le loan le 150. Yabo uyaka MZ catering loan. Yeah, when personal loan. Yabo and then the frustration ukhuluma ngayo iyeza uthi le media ing appreciate. But akayitshelanga ukuthi ngikuyophanda kanzima le mali. How will you be appreciated if you did things on your own? Then you come back ufuna appreciate by people who don't even know how you got to these decisions and got to these finished products ozanazo la endlini. Esakufuna imali ukuthi appreciate ayazi nokuthi usebenza. Ayazi nokuthi what you going through emsebenzini.
Right. So
You get there and you're like, I can appreciate you. Know. She'll look for more because you promised more.
okay. So which means what you're saying is uqala ukuzikhumula once you have decided ukuthi ufuna ukumconvert.
Exactly.
Yabo. So now hence this one should there is this fear ekhona yabo amajita asaba ukuyiveza ukuthi hey angeke ngizikhumule kulo muntu lona because ngazikhumula and I know ukuthi ngithole kanjani. I know ukuthi ngithele imali ukuthi eze. So ngazikhumula ukuthi hey man bekuyinte bekuyibonus ngoDecember kuphela hayi ukuthi into kanjalo. Yabo. Uzosukana. Yabo. So most of us we are trapped in that situation. Now that's why we trauma sekuyicycle. Sekuyicycle awusakhona ukuphuma. Yabo. Awusakhona manje ukuzikhumula ukuthi hey as I am naked ngimeka so. Kahle eqinisweni ngibekho ngibroke angina-accept my values and what I believe in. I believe ukuthi umntwana uyashawa. I believe ukuthi masingahlala nje la endlini upheke si-right singaphumanga yabo because of I started the process yokumshela ngimkhipha ngisama-restaurant ngithi ngijabulisa uthando. Now I'm stuck in that turmoil yaluthando lolu and now ngifuna ukumconverta lo muntu lona ngisaba ukuhlanza iqiniso.
That's why I'm a relationship of heterosexual relationships, they don't last because it's a facade. You bring out your best self every time. But check out email to like Tina, my friendship with, they last because ngivela ngithi kuyanyiwa manje ngithatha ngiso andingithathi ngoba namhlanje ngigcoka iVersace or ngimthengele yabona ama-honor no ngithatha ngoba purely because of my energy. That's it. You can't fake those things. And back to your question or to your point, I would also emphasize ukuthi for the mere fact that there are men who are panicking around their wives esif bazothathwa noma ubani usabe nokuthi ahambe nomuntu weBolt ayele ufuna ukuthi cabanga last week nedikela last week mabe ngiyehla la ku uhambile nomuntu weBolt uyabona if vele bengazithembi ngingazi ukuthi ngithathe umuntu onjani ngithathe uyabona into ezinjalo bengizothintikela ngisaqala la eHathudu ngishiye umedem and then ngibuye ngeteksi ngibuye kuphi ngize la. So for the mere fact there are guys who are still going through izinto ezinjalo, it should tell us a lot about the dysfunctionality of us as a society, how it has affected the self-esteem yethu njengamadoda. Because we have been taught ubona nasemndenini angithi ukuthi uthithwa kanjani uthithwa kanjani mayengekho imali, and it's mostly from feelings who influence other males. Yayithola into enjalo.
So that problem of dating a level of self-esteem.
Yeah, bon?
Because then it makes you an emotional man. That's why you're a second wife or you're a second mother. Because why are you emotional as a man? Why are you dating at the level of your self-esteem? Because if you believe with Kamandlans, the mission and vision is to maximize this family, is to have a family business, is to have family values as zigciniwe. When you go outside, whether awuna mali or unemali, uyazazi ukuthi mina nguKhumalo.
Of course.
Yayibona noma ushela kaKhumalo sifuna yayibona indaba yokuqala njengami nje mina angisheli ngasiphafa. You understand? Angiyibambi ngasiphafa. Yayibona unkosikazi wami uyambona iphafa lo esalemshenga. Esalemshenga.
Nah, it's okay. Kona la maji.
Oh,
Shabuja.
okay. Aye, nice and what to talk.
Itara.
Because leyo nto le ngiyithathe ngoba ngazi ukuthi ekhaya kuthiwa how mawuyithatha hayibe lemsifa umuntu.
Of course.
Emabanguleni sithatha kanjani. You understand? So whether nginemali anginamali mangiyoshela ngishela le ukuthi masingathandana emabanguleni mangivela naye umalume bathi ya eke mtshana siyayibona naye ke libangule lityali ihlala kabi uyayibona ityali xa ichange siyayibona naye hayi no mayibe ipafale lemshenga so noma mawubhilivele entweni yakini that's why ngithi identity izokusiza. That's why mina yabona the Zulu nation, what I always take from them is that these people, they don't care about anything. They care about their families. Mabecheka Dlamini, come kids. They even take these women emzinongana gate gubo. They are not ashamed, and they are not here to make. If you want to see what women don't want imali yakho, you will see bayabaqoma labantu labo behamba ngetekisi lawo amthatha mise emsinga mayifika lapha emsinga amaronda vela ayi6 ayi4 hayi akanandaba sekhaya la uzolala la ocansini ulale noanti la akufundise la ekhaya engakamshadi. Umzulu utshela umfazi ukuthi la sithatha isithembu angakamshadi. Le esiyenzayo le
damage control
ile ukungabi ne identity. Zulu men, they stick to their identity. That is why these men are so happy. They even
Even Tonga man now. What are you saying about
no,
us?
it's just no. That's a one. So identity is very vital.
Yeah. So now we've picked up the issue, and then we've picked up inkinga. So manje asilaphaneni ke.
Okay.
Asizeni ke nomuthi ukuthi silaphanani kanjani yabo. Because now what I've noticed is now people who are dictating ukuthi emshadweni kuba nabantwana abangaki. It's now women. Walesi mina benginiyindoda ngimthatha bengine vision ukuthi ngifuna la indlela mina kube nabantwana abangaki. So sesiyitholile ke inkinga. So ikhambi lithi thina umuthi wokuthi sizophuza sonke ezamajida nje ukuthi sihlanze lehlisa abasifake sona sikwazi to gain and regain lokuza yini. So I need to now ukuthi siphume nesolution.
I think mina like to answer your question yokuthi ikhambi I think having seen ukuthi ngizohlezi ngiphinda kaningi ukuthi siphuma from dysfunctional families, siphuma from there's a vacuum wena mawuzithanda sisukumele abakukhesa ngithi uyasiblessa angithi uyasibusisa angeke ukuthi ngikhulele enhluphekweni bese uthi nami sengizoba domestic because umama wami bekuyi-domestic kuba abampheka but ubonile ukuthi amanyana uyazilungisa wena associate yabona there's nothing that beats association in as much as bazoku-influencer badly. These are the female voices that are going to say yibo labo babona ukuthi lo muntu uyazilungisa ufuna kahle kahle to regain his bonds. That's why as associate nabantu yabona ukuthi uyabona labantu laba banalento engiyidinga is associate nalabantu laba. Don't be an island as a man uze kithi sewukhala because mawukhala ukhaleli lapho kuleyo island yakho uza kithi masukhala yabona iya kubo labo bantu. You know whether you like it or not. Une-hotman lakho olazi ukhulula ukulibona lapha ukuthi ayi-hotman lenswembu lisharp so khona into enhle uyithathile angithi uzothatha leyo nto and then the bet you overlook because love overlooks everything yabona into ezinjalo. Don't mawudinga uncedo angeke ukuthi doctor ngoba why uzongishaya i-heart surgery kodwa uyaphila yayithola into enjalo angithi ufuna lento lo ufuna you want to be healed. Go to that person, associate yourself with people who are going to catapult you to greater heights. So that is avoid a lento leyo. That's why initiation. That's why there's initiation schools, but there are other cultures don't have initiation. And there are other families abanganayo lento leyo, which is somehow gulapho somewhere somehow ufunda lezo zinto lezo. Yabona? So associate.
No true lapho uqinisile kakhulu. Na the way ngibheka ngakhona ne is that ukuthi from usaqala ukumshela umuntu njengoba soyichazile ukuthi zazi wena sithande wena as much as usamshela ane iqiniso libambe enhlizweni lakho ubamba ulazi ukuthi iqiniso nenjongo yami ukuthi nalomuntu lo sifuna sami indlela kaso as much as ngisamshela uba uzilungiselela ukuthi one day mase ngizimisela ukuthi ngiyamconvert from ubu-girlfriend uba yimate ngiyomtshela
angasabi ingudla
angasabi ingudla kudle ngudla le manje sengiyayivula ngizomtshela iqiniso ukuthi lalela la isifiso sami nenjongo yami and engikuthwele enhlizweni yami ukuthi mina nawe sisuka la siya la and ukulindele uku-accept ukuthi amathuba ukuthi akushiye akhona it's okay kuyenzeka and lokho kungakusava a temporary pain ozoyisafara isikhathi eside. So that's the biggest mistake sisenza ukuthi iqiniso siliphethe kaso sisaba ukuliveza kanti sisiba nalo iqiniso. It's okay ukuthi umshele ngamanga umsondeze but at the end of the day uyazi ukuthi my actual end goal in my end game ukuthi ngimconvert asuke ebungudleni aze ngapha zoba unkosikazi and ama-qualities onkosikazi mina nawasekhaya engiwafunayo so mele ngimtshele manje ahleni awabamba ahleni awazi yabo. So that's the approach emele ibe khona ukuthi it's fine uzohamba uhlele ukuhamba amangananana kodwa uma esesondele mase kumele uliveze iqiniso liveze ngabe kuthiwa libaba kanjani ngabe kuthiwa uyakulahlekela ngabe kuthiwa uyakushiya liveze kuyokusiza in a short term than ukuthi usafara in a long term.
And the first thing when I love the first thing sesiyayikhuluma nalast masikhuluma ngabantu abathi abafuna ukukhuluma indaba zabo okwaziwa indaba zabo. The worst has happened. You need to understand as a black man, the worst has happened. You've seen poverty, you've seen people being killed, you've seen people being robbed, you've seen losses, you've lost pretty much everything. In fact, you uqale ku zero. Singakhulumi nange loss. You have never lost anything. Uqale ku zero. Now, with that, it must amplify a mentality, a good kid, to say what's the worst that could happen if ngikhuluma iqiniso. The best way to find the identity, firstly, ukuthi ufuna yini ofuna ukuphuma kuyo kini. Lento othi awuyithandi ngekini yini. Uyabona? Versus into oyithandayo kini. Then you find your identity there. Angifuni ukukhuluma nge-purpose kuqala. Angifuni ukukhuluma ngalezo zinto nge-purpose kuqala. Because leyo ihambelana ke nokunye. Sakhuluma ngezinto ezithu. You identify ukuthi yini ongayithandi kini. Othi mina ngaphuma la ngaqashula la 1 2 3 ngeke yenzeke kwami. Uyabona? Or nginyanya inhlupheko yalakithi. If unyanya inhlupheko yakini, bese ubheka ukuthi ngithanda amasiko wakithi, kodwa nginyanya inhlupheko yakini, you will work to break the curse. Then ever you go to find, it must be a person ozokwazi uku-assist ukuthi i-curse ibreak or also enhance lempilo le ebreak i-curse. If so ibreakile i-curse, then you know ukuthi mangiyolanda umfazi or ngiyoshela or ngiyenzana emshelweni wami. Uyabona? Umuntu engizoba serious ngaye umuntu ozothinta 1 2 3. Once wathi cha sekayi-activate indaba yami yeqiniso ukuthi mamela ke ngiyakutshela 1 2 3 4 5. Now because uyazazi mawuzazi uyazi ukuthi yini ekufanele ayithinte. Yazi ngambona nje ngokuthi anginikeze imfaduka ngathi hayi manje ngiyakuthatha. Not because uzwe thina sithi media yakho. Many men have married because sithe I'm fine uphethe umswemu. Many men have married because makuthe Facebook kuna 120 likes makashute na. Makavela na sithi hayi lesa sibabula sakho. Lo muntu activate umshado ngengudla. And my molele nengudla akulaleki
Ona peace
hey ayithi nabakhonayo awukhona ukukhona.
That's when ke kuqala le yankinga leya yokucontrolwa umfazi. Because uyazazi ukuthi nginebhakeni amandla wami ukuthi le ndoda iyasaba ukungibuza. So then I can easily control this man. This is my time to shine. I haven't controlled a man before. You will see most of the women that control they've never controlled before because they were with men who knew themselves. Now when you are the easy target now, that is why angakhona ukuyisebenzisa le power. Shuthi uyadineka ungekho duze kwakhe because iphi le nto akazoyicontrol. She finds confidence ngawe because now you are afraid of losing her. That's a bargaining tool, which is why many men now. I even posted a video Mr. Right, which is sound and joke. But are you really going to be in your house?
Oh, I'm a coastal.
Are you really going to eat something that you know which you affect? Many men today, bana mahatpen bangazalwanga na. Kuphekwa izinipayisi bana ma-ulcer bangare amadoda ayafa bafethu ayafa because uthi makuphekemeli uzwathi
sabakumtshela ukuthi into ephekile ayikho right.
Usaba ukukhuluma nje iqiniso nje lokupheka lokuthi hayi ndoda awupheke nje umqaphiso. Sikuthola lapha emqaphisweni uzukhotha nemini uzukhothele side emqaphisweni kodwa uMr uyayithanda le nkukhu emqaphiso.
Kanti
endlini kanti kwenzakalani? Kanti endlini bapheka izinto ungazifuni because wena usaba ukuluza. Yabona and usaba ukuluza ngoba ujonjile. So uthola identity yakho kuqala awuzilungise wena kuqala uthola identity uwazi yini ukuthi kithi sibahle ngani and sibabi ngaka ukuze uzobreak igeneration. Angiyayizwa manje idumile into yokubreak ama-generational curse. Abantu babiza nezinto eziyi-blessing ye-family i-curse. Ukuthi ekhaya kunedlozelile bathi i-curse bese we-breaking generational curse. Nize nicindezela amadlozi amisa amagceke kakhumalo nize niwacindezele ningavali ngoba senikhuluma into eningayazi namadoda. Kufanele uma uyindoda ukwazi ukuthi kithi sime ngani sizinze ngani and mina kithi ngiyo-eda ngani ngoba umsebenzi wethu kahle kahle asiselanga la kuzosebenzela umhlaba singakaqali ukusebenzela ekhaya. Umhlaba wakini usebenzela wona kuqala bese usebenzela umhlaba wangaphandle. Angeke ngithi mina mabanguleni ngingabuzi ukuthi mina kahle kahle ispace isikhala sami into efanele yande la yini. Ekhaya fanele kwande insizwa ekhaya yamabanguleni. That's the first thing efanele yande. Number 2, siyi-generation eqale ibhizinisi. Abantu besifazalayo kufanele bayoqhubekisa lamabhizinisi aqinile. Yayibona ngoba ngihleli nani kanje nginamabhizinisi phela. Ingane engizozala kufanele so unkosikazi engimthathayo uza kwi-identity engiyaziyo. Mangithatha umuntu ozokwazi ukuthi angincede ukuthi ebantwaneni mangiyistila 1 2 3 ebhizinisi ayikhulise ey'nganeni zami ngoba ngiyoshona kuqala.
Yeah, but the fact of the matter ukuthi sebaphakathi abakhwenyana. Kuyantandwa nje and masokhona abaphumi kuyantandwa nje.
Mina ngengilo
Bangabe akafuni ukwakuphumela akaphumi.
Yeah. No, hayi njengoba seniyibekile-ke bafethu. I think sesiyaphuma manje eGibhithe kancane kancane siyaphuma.
Ne?
So we've identified inkinga. Nangomoses manje uyasidonsa uyasihola sesiyaphuma manje eGibhithe. Now the next journey is that if I gotten your identity, you know who you are, you've got the vision yomndeni wakho, so plana manje umshado. The journey ke manje yendlela ke yomshado leading to colonization or to build kanjani kuze ufike Israel. That's another topic for another day.
Yeah.
Uzoyikhuluma ke indaba
Ngathi ngaba khona
Hayi mina bekhona. Akana chance. Akuthi uqalile ke manje. Yeah.
bafethu. Please bafethu follow, like, subscribe, share. Izinto so ziyafuneka ukuthi zikhuliswe because these are not scripted. Number 2, we are not sponsored or supported or endorsed by anyone. So we are speaking the truth. And thina sikhuluma iqiniso elisimple ama-basics la. We are not teaching you. We are giving you basics as a life. The life that we are saying kuwe ukuthi uyilandelele i-life yokuthi wena izinto ziqala ngawo identity then uzocolonize kahle.
And hashtag this is not intelligence, it's experience.
Thank you bafethu. Thank you so much. And Nzwileke, as they said, like, subscribe and share this content. It's very important. Khona la Machita, aka Bonkosi, aka Jerry, and our main guest, we don't know ukuthi uzoba permanent, Mr. aka Mr. Khumalo, Thabo. Bafethu, thank you so much, and let's do this again, same time, same place, right here on podcast with Masingita. And this is Ikona la Machita. Danko.